Okay folks, it's time for some more Loretta Lynn, Will the Circle Be Unbroken? I picked this particular version over all the others. Why? Because I actually want to teach you how to play some guitar. Okay? Besides that, it's just an amazing version. Loretta's just cool. And we get to play in some sharp keys, or flat keys, whichever you want to call them. And I'm not going to let you use a capo, so I'm going to teach you some guitar. Not just let you play chords along with standard Southern gospel music. Okay, so this song is in the key of D. You know, have your typical D. Broken to G, D, home of B minor, in the sky, Lord, A, the sky. Okay, but then when we do the key change, Lord in the sky. Okay, so we'll be going up to E flat and playing E flat, A flat, E flat, B flat, C sharp minors, all these without any capos. Okay, so you're going to learn how to play some guitar right now. Alright, no more messing around. Okay, first part really easy. If you don't know how to play bar chord minors, here we go. Okay, like I said, first of all, easy stuff. And this is a jamming thing right here. This is like Pentecostal type jamming. This is going to church singing right here. Okay, so we got D, G, everything you're familiar with, and A, but then we need a B minor. Okay, now if you know how to play an A minor down here, so, okay, looks like an E chord, but just drop it down, A minor. Okay, it's going to be the same thing, but like if you had your first finger chopped off, hope you didn't, but if you did, good luck making this next chord, but you'll find a way. So try to play A minor, but with your first finger pretending like it's gone. Okay, so you have to put your middle finger down there and your other fingers here, and then what do you do with that once you got it? Okay, then you get to grow your finger back and then move the whole thing up 2 more frets and then put your first finger down. So what you end up with is your first finger going across the 2nd fret, starting at, you know, right here on the A string, going all the way across all 5 strings. We're going to leave the low string alone, your low E. Then we're going to put our middle finger on the 3rd fret, B string. Pinky is going to go right here on the 4th fret on your G string. And right above it, you'll go ahead and cram your ring finger on the 4th fret on the D string. We get to play all these 5 strings. There's your B minor. Later on in the song, we got to use C minor. How do you do that? Move it up 1 fret. Okay, so B minor here, starting on the 2nd fret. C minor, just move it up 1 fret. Okay? So later in this song, the other chords we're going to have to use are going to be E flat. Okay? How do we play that? Or D sharp, whichever you want to call it, they're the same thing. Here's what we do. We take 1 finger, put it here on the 3rd fret. Okay? We're going to cover over 4 strings. We're going to leave the top 2 up here alone. Okay, so you're going to put that here. I'm teaching everything in advance so we can play the song. Okay, then what you got to do is just put these 2 fingers down. So you've got this across at the 3rd fret going across 4 strings. Then you have to add your middle finger to the 4th fret of your B string. Then you skip a string over here to go to the 4th string, which is your D string, and put your ring finger on the 5th fret. Now that will be your E flat chord. So you just play those 4 strings. Now when we have to play A flat, what do? If you know how to play an F chord, you just move that up instead of being right here at the 1st fret. Take this whole thing, move it up 3 more frets, so those 2 notes that are here on the F chord are up here on the 4th fret. Then you finish making your F chord. That gives you an A flat. Down 1 is a G, then F sharp, then F, then back 1 is E. Okay, so it goes all the way up. Okay, so you have your D sharp or your E flat, then, which ends up being, if you need it spelled out for you, which I don't mind doing at all, your first finger covering the 4th fret of your E and your B string. Then you put your middle finger right there on the 5th fret, right there on top of that dot, on your G string. Then one more, just like your F chord, your ring finger there on the 6th fret of your D string. So that will give you your A flat, and then back to your E flat. And then to get our next chord, which is your B flat, you just simply take these 2 fingers off. And you only play those 3 strings. You don't play the high E string, you just play the D string, G string, and B string. Okay, so you have these chords. Here's the E flat. Okay, so those are the chords. The only other chord is going to be that C minor, which is, because it's right here, you dang near got it. Okay, from that B flat, just move that bar up one more and then add the A minor looking chord on top of it. You got that C minor that we did, before, but it was down here in B minor. So those are the chords you're going to need after this song changes keys. Now when it goes to change keys, it's going to hit just this chord, this B flat, right here, right before it goes up into, where we were in D, and just taking it up one. So you're going to hit this chord before we get there, this B flat, and then we're going to go to this E flat. Okay, I know it's a lot to absorb, but this is where you learn to play guitar, kids. Okay, everything's been easy till now. So let's go through it, and then you get to come back, and that's what the rewind button's for. Come back and check all this mess out. I'll make it make sense along the way. And what a cool version of the song. So in D, okay, we had our B minor at the intro too there. Okay, so we'll do the to the B minor, in the sky. So you have to go D, B minor, D, A, D. So it's kind of a ending of a chorus, last half of a chorus is what they're playing. Home away, ten in the sky, Lord, in the sky, is what they're actually playing, is what you would be singing right there. So back to the beginning, in D. D, B minor, D, A, D. Okay, once again, D. Hit the play button, Scotty. There's a better home away, B minor in the sky, Lord, A, back to D. Now say it here in D. I'll get you the rhythm, show you the chords, and G, and D dog, and B minor, D, A, D. Okay, so in the verses it does not go to the B minor, only in the choruses. Okay, now what do we do with the rhythm? So D, down it, down. So it's all down, up, down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up, down, up. So it's 3 sets of down ups. So the D note, down, up, down, up, down, up. So it's D, 1 and 2 and 3, and D, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 3. Okay, but it sounds so mechanical if you think about it that way. So it's so you got, concentrate on this. It's all about the accents. then you put the chords on. Okay, so that's the rhythm. Okay, so once again from the beginning, there's a better on the way in the sky, Lord, in the sky, is what you'll be thinking in your Kanagan. Okay, here we go again with a D. On the way, B minor, in the D, A, D. Here we go, in D. This is a chorus, so we'll have the B minor. G, and D dog. D, and B minor there, and D, A, D dog. D, no B minor in this one, and G, and D. And A, and D. Now the chorus. D, we will have the B minor this time, and to G, and we can go crazy with the rhythm. You're back on D, and B minor right there, and D, A, and D. Here we go. D, B minor, D, A, just like the beginning. Okay, right there at the end of that little intro, which is exactly like the beginning, is where we go to that B flat, which is where we just put one finger across here, play the D, G, and B strings. So, then that's what we got to do right there. Okay, so after that, in the sky, Lord, there's no words here, in the sky. We go right to that 3rd fret, and then we got to go to where she's singing and put these fingers down like I showed you before here on the 4th fret B string and 5th fret D string. And then that F looking thing, which is actually an A flat, back to D flat or E flat. B flat. Okay, so let's get right back before that and get right into it. B minor, D, A, D, now B flat, E flat. Now we're going to the F shape, A flat, back to E flat. Now lift them off for the B flat, then back to your E flat. Now we have your E flat up to the A flat. Now it's the chorus, so we have to use that C minor right there. Then back to the E flat, not very long. Then we do our A flat, and then back to. That's all there is. I know it's a lot to get right to that, but this teaches you how to play in flat keys without having to use your capo. Okay? So one more time from the middle of the song there, I want you to take it. Okay, that's right where I want to be. Let's do the whole solo. Okay? Then we're going to switch keys. Back to D. Here's that little solo middle. And B minor. D, A, D, B flat, E flat, A flat, back to E flat. Now B flat, back to E flat. So there's that E flat. Going up to A flat, back to E flat. Do not skip over this. This is how you learn. And C minor, E flat, B flat, A flat, and back to finally E flat. Okay. So that's how she goes, kiddies. So nothing explaining there. That's just too much fun. It's all there. Go back and get it, because why? This is how you learn. Everything else is how you get by. Okay? Everything else was a piece of cake. This one, too much fun. Okay, so here we go, right from the beginning, back to the key of D dog. I gotta love that. Holy cow, that's one way to end up a good old gospel thing there. Boy, that's too much fun. So you gotta learn that stuff.